part of it. I looked at him like, man, I ain't finna be a part of no spanking. I ain't finna be wearing no tight. This is when I was doing theater. I'm not finna wear no tight. I don't know how to act. I don't want to do none of that. Forget it. So as months go by, all my friends talking about they're gonna be doing this summer, or they gonna be doing this, and I realized, sure, I don't be doing none at the house. I said, forget it. I stay after school with my friends and stuff. So I signed up for the play. Out of 200 men tried out for the play, I got the lead role. And this was, I had to watch like 12 people go before me, and the teacher was writing down notes. And she said, okay, next. So as it was getting to me, I got nervous. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go all out, man. Just do what I gotta do. Went out there, did it. She said, you got the lead role. And then from that day on, I was getting lead roles in all the plays. And then next thing you know, the teacher, she was such a good drama teacher, they hired her at a new school. So she had to move just my senior year. So then I was like, well, I just found out I like acting, so let me go ahead and take drama. But the teacher that was studying under, she moved to a predominantly white school. So then she influenced and persuaded my mom to take me out of that school just to go to this brand new white school that I ain't never been to, just to continue acting. So then I was like, Mom, I don't want to do that. I got my girlfriend here. I got all my friends here. Don't take me out of school just to put me in an all-white school. I don't know nothing about that. My mom was like, man, shut up. We gonna do what we gotta do. Put me out of the school. Tried to get me in an all-white school. They denied me, and it was like, the only way you gonna get into this school is to go to this school first and then get a special request to come to this school, because your house you living in, it don't match up with the jurisdiction. So my mom was like, all right, we gonna do whatever we gotta do. We went to this was Fayette County. She put me in Fayette County, and I was trying to get into McIntosh. So we went to Fayette County, and they denied me special requests. So I was like, hey, Mom, well, I can't get in. Are you going to put me back where all my old friends in the old school? She said, nah, that's too much people. You understand me? Yeah. But now I'm in a brand new, me and my little brother in a brand new school that we ain't never been to before. And I got to finish my senior year because you don't want to do some paperwork. All right, man, whatever. So then I joined drama there. The first time I acted in that school, I got the lead role in a play called Guys and Dolls, Nathan Detroit. Never seen the play before in my life. But they told me I played that role. It was like a Frank Sinatra type thing play. Played it to perfection. And that's when I went to school. When I went to school, I didn't do so good to get into school, so I had to take some remedial classes. And one of the teachers that came in, I told them, I was like, man, they said, you got Saturday class. I was like, yeah, I can't do no Saturday class, man. They was like, hey, y'all lie. I said, well, I lied. And I was like, well, I got a music school. I think I look for music. So they got all my teachers in for that year. It was like, if you're going to be in this class, spit something. And it better be good. So I spit them a verse. True story. I spit them a verse. And they like, well, we want to hear you spit something. So I spit them a verse. And one of the teachers looked at me and was like, man, take this man off the Saturday class, put him in his class. That is a tough blue guy. Boy, for you to spit something like that, you better not ever fail none of these classes that you do. You ain't get like, cool. So they took me off the Saturday class. One of the teachers walked in the next day and was like, he told the whole class, he goes, put your he said, everybody put your paper down and take a look at this young man. I ain't know what he was doing. He said, everybody take a look at Mr. Mayor Hudson. He said, in about 2 to 3 years, this man gonna be somebody. This man gonna be famous. And he said, you better get the autographs now. I looked at him and I was like, this is like 7 years ago. And I was like, hey man, I don't know why you saying that, but I received it. Appreciate it. 2 years later, I'm gonna ride him out. I'm doing my whole thing. I'm traveling the world now for what I went to school for. They kicked me out twice, but now I don't gotta go back because what I went to school for, I'm doing now. So it's a lot of stuff in my life that I ain't even, my ex-girl, when I was doing plays at Fayette County, my ex-girl, her father came to the play, and I still got it. He bought me 2, he ain't never seen me act before, but he bought me 2 utensils, writing utensils. One was a pen and one was a pencil, but both of them had my name engraved on it. And then he gave it to me. I was like, what's this for? He said, man, after watching you act on that time, he said, these gonna be your autograph pen and pencil right here. Because people gonna ask you your autograph. And this is 10th grade. This is my senior year before any of this stuff popped off. So people was calling my life and my blessings into existence before all this stuff even happened. So now it's starting to make sense. Like, oh man, he got me these pencils. That's what I signed autographs with. Or he said I was gonna be this when I was this. So I can't tell you how to be, that's leading back to the grind. You can't tell nobody how to become famous. Because when I was growing up, when I saw a celebrity, I didn't cry. I didn't go up to them and get the autograph. I left them alone. So when people come up to me, they say, Emmanuel, you rude. You don't know how to treat your fans. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. You know why? Because it was the way I was raised. Like, I know how to be appreciative and show respect, but I'm not finna, when you come up to me crying, I'm gonna ask you, yo, why are you crying? Yo, oh my God, you're you. I'm like, exactly. I'm just like you. It's a lot of people, and I had to learn this the hard way. It's a lot of people, the more tangible you are, the more they don't F with you.
Right.
The more you out of sight, the more they gonna show love. There was one girl that reposted my video every day. I don't care how many followers she had. She was commenting every day. Oh my God, I love you. Da-da-da. The minute I realized, I was like, you know what? This girl is a huge fan. I'm gonna get back to her. I'm gonna go ahead and follow her. Followed her back. She went crazy for about a day. From that day on, I ain't never heard from her again. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she stopped effing with us, but it was to the point where she was just like, oh, you know, this me? All right, let me go with somebody.
That shit do be crazy, because sometimes you'll see somebody be like, oh, Emmanuel, listen, you're so funny, I love you. And then I'm like, okay. Then you see that you go to this page and it said this shit to me, you, Chico, Hitman, the whole cast, like, who the funniest one? Not that we give a fuck, it's just like, we see you now.
Chris Brown said it, and when this man hit was a superstar, and he even said it. He said, man, he was messing, he was trying to talk to the young female. She was like, this nigga give me attention. Well, let me go in and talk to this dude that ain't never gave me no attention, but ain't know I even exist. I'm trying to get attention. And just forgot about Chris Brown.
It's strange like that.
It is, man.
It's very strange. The people think it's like, oh, we truly get other people. Women do shit like that.
I don't know if I can say certain stuff because you don't know how people take it. Like, I think y'all ain't got average, right? I know what I mean. But to be honest with you, when it comes to that fame stuff, like certain people, y'all gotta know how. That's how we gotta, feed our fans. Y'all gotta know how to support us. I like to call it supporters. Y'all have to know how to treat us when we're out in public. You can't be disrespectful. And it's a lose. That's one reason why playing sometimes this shit come across. Man, that, and it's to the point where if you see me with my heart, and you see me stuffing my face with pizza, do not come over. Listen, just do not come over to the table and say, I don't mean to bother you, but can I get a picture with you? You see me eat. You see me eat. There was one girl, and this can go both ways. I was walking the mall, and I didn't spend time with my mom on Mother's Day. So I went to play the soccer with the mall, right? One girl come out. So
hit a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Daly. And that is incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Daly, he's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Looking to throw on second down. Daly. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Daly. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, probably. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Daly. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on 1st down. Daly. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Swift. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on third. Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Daly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Boone Melton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Trey Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction, I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Daly. Touchdown! Christian Watson is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Daly, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st down, Daly. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on 2nd down. Daly, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it, the bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Gone. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. To be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daly. The left side completion to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he coughed it up. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to throw. Daly, complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The slot man in motion right. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Up the middle, Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Daly. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring.